better set that tonight.
Pizza is the pizza for you and when the elevator takes too long, so you have to walk up the stairs like the out-of-shape peasant you are. Seriously, these stairs are at like a 90-degree angle. I know they're not as bad as Amsterdam ones, but still. Aw, who gave Tipsy me a camera? How cute. Alright, y'all, I'm back from the pub crawl with my hostel. I had a lot of fun, and if you can tell, we stopped for a pizza. Yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna get some rest now. In a perfect world, or a parallel universe where I am a successful philanthropist and a best-selling writer and a YouTuber or whatever, and I get to do all like the little mini dreams I have, I feel like one day I would be presented with an award, you know, for like philanthropist stuff, and I will be on stage and I'm supposed to give a speech, and they're like, oh, roll the footage of Don Danielle, you know, feeding and hanging out and eating with starving kids in a third world country, you know, and then they're gonna just accidentally play the clip I just showed you. So if you couldn't tell, I had a lot of fun partying in San Francisco, and even if that scenario were to happen, I'd kind of be cool with it, because you know what, it's crazy how you're supposed to keep certain images of yourself when you're in like professional positions and stuff or whatever, but the thing is, you know, we're more than that. We're more than just the superficial image we show. Your local politician probably likes to party too. Anyways, partying in San Francisco was lit. So first and foremost, I came here for my first Pride. If you haven't seen that, check out that footage. It was amazing and overwhelming and wow. But the first night I arrived, I actually went to go, the clip I just showed you, that was from a like bar crawl, party crawl, whatever, that my hostel had hosted. So that was really cool. I prefer to do that because I'm in the safety, you know, net or zone of other people. We went out the first night. We checked out some very interesting bars. We did not really go to any clubs or like dancing scenes or anything like that, but I noticed San Francisco seems to be big on the bars. I think they close around 2 a.m. I'm not sure. That's the time, you know, everybody was kind of rounding up and going home. Yeah, so I think 2 a.m. Super casual. Bring a jacket. You know, I showed up the first day with my cute little skirt. And I was like, oh, it's chilly. So bring a jacket. Dress code. Everyone's cold at night. No one's really dressing up. And I think that's if you're going to like local bars and stuff like that. Even for, you know, kind of, like I said, I didn't really do parties or lounges, so I wouldn't know, but sometimes they'd have like a little dance floor at the bar that you can kind of go do a little shimmy at, but dress code was whatever, honestly. The places we went to were really interesting. The first one was kind of like this cute little lounge style. There was like a jazz band playing, and there was a pool table, and people were just hanging out. It was a really small, quaint atmosphere. And then after that, we went to another one that had like 2 floors. Once again, quaint, not that many people. There was one very interesting one that had like bras hanging from the ceiling and adult photography plastered onto the bathroom walls. And casually as possible, behind the bar, they were playing skateboard videos. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, look at that skateboard trick, wow. And then all of a sudden, it switched to adult movies. And tell me why I was in this bar with my hostel friends for like 20 minutes until none of us noticed, until somebody was like, hey, are they playing? And we were like, they are. I'm super open-minded, so I was like, whatever, who cares? Bathroom stalls covered in like adult pictures from magazines and casual adult movies playing as a montage with skateboard videos and skateboard tricks. Honestly, I cannot tell if this bar was like super misogynistic or super feminist. Like, that was the vibe of it. Overall, I think it was just a chill bar that was desensitizing people to like nudity and more adult content, and we're all adults, so who cares? As long as everyone's treated well and is having a good time. But yeah, that was definitely one of the more interesting bars I went to. Pride, the nights of Pride. Whew. We were trying to find clubs and bars as well, but because everybody and their family was at Pride, the lines are super long. It was really hard to get into some clubs and bars unless you wanted to pick one and really wait in line for 30-40 minutes. And of course it was going to be packed. So we actually ended up finding just a quaint little bar that had popcorn and this cute little dog there. And we were just chilling, relaxing, some arcade games. On the second night of Pride, we did find more of a dancing club. The cover wasn't horrendous. It was just $20. And overall, the vibe was okay inside. It did seem fun, but it seemed like everybody else was at a different scene. There were other free places to go as well, so don't worry about that. And overall, it was cool. I never got to really dance and, get on the dance floor and have a blast, but it's more of a chill, the places I went to at least were a lot of bars, stuff like that. As far as drinks get expensive. 10, 15, 20. Honestly, it's the same as Miami. Probably New York. I haven't gone partying in New York yet. Probably New York. All the big cities. San Francisco is the first place that I discovered that they required a minimum amount if you're using card. Believe it or not, I've been to Miami, Los Angeles, a few other places, and usually you just swipe your card and they charge you a little fee and you tip. But this was the first place. I went to multiple bars and they tell you if you want to not use cash and use a credit card or debit card instead, they have a minimum. So you have to buy a $15 minimum of drinks or use it, $15 worth of something if you want to use a card. So that was new to me. Just be aware of that. And we are back in from a nice night of partying, feeling pretty good until the following morning. Yikes. Woke up from partying last night. For just $1 a day, you can help this girl fix her lashes and turn her satin bonnet inside out so she's wearing it correctly. Also, please don't say anything about my lashes. Trust me, I know the situation's bad. Also, I believe it's my understanding that weed is legal in California. I thought it was just for medicinal purposes, but I've been told it's recreational. And there are also dispensaries around, so you can go into a dispensary. They have little lounges if you're trying to just sit and chill and enjoy your smoke or snack or whatever edible snack. In the lounge, you are able to do that. I went to a cool dispensary with a friend just to check it out, see what's going on, and they had you sign up and they called you a patient, everything, and they, you go in and they had this cool, it was like a bank. It kind of looked like a bank teller, how you go in a bank, and they had all these different tellers with iPads showing you all the stuff they had. So we went in there just to check it out. That was interesting. So, you can enjoy your high and the party scene as well if you're going to California. Of course, smoke and eat and drink responsibly. But yeah, let's get out of partying for a second. I feel like all my party videos are the same. I go to clubs, woohoo, I get ready at night, I put my makeup on sloppily. Let me tell you one of the most fun things I did in San Francisco. I went skating in an old church that they converted into a roller skating rink. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. People were dressed up in disco. Everyone was there, happy, singing, dancing, jamming, skating backwards, doing tricks. It was amazing. I also went to my first barcade, which is basically your traditional arcade, you know, kind of retro vintage vibes, but there's a bar, so you can get drunk and play video games. And the nice thing is, it isn't like you know, some of these gaming places where you paid a certain amount of like money for tokens. No, this place was like 1/4 equals 1 token. That's it. So you were actually able to go and game for cheap, and the only thing was like up there was the drinks, which were of course 10, 15, 20 as well, but that was really cool. So if you're gonna pay $15 for a drink anyways, you may as well go to a barcade where you can play, you know, classic video games and, you know, actual tabletop games for like 25 cents or 50 cents. The only thing I did not like is the fact that it's very crowded. There are a lot of people in there. They are playing lit music. Everybody's listening to like R&B, hip hop, radio pop. Everyone's jamming, and it's very busy to the point where you can't just walk up to any machine and play. Sometimes there's like a queue. People are actually waiting for like the hockey puck table and all the popular games, and so you're stuck playing the you know, pinball type games with the flippers on both sides, and you shoot the ball into the air and you kind of just stare at it. So no complaints, no major complaints there. It was just busy, and it's hard to enjoy if you don't like crowds too much, or if you want to really spend time playing the more fun games and everyone's already on them. The roller skating rink closed at midnight and the barcade closed at like 2 in the morning, so I definitely think 2 a.m. is kind of when everybody starts to pour out and go home. But other than that, I'm glad I can mix it up for you all and not just show you party footage once more and tell you about partying in a certain city, and actually show you, you know, something as cool as roller skating in a church or going to a barcade. But that is all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dawn Danielle, and I'm about to reiterate the same exact information I already told you because I don't script my videos. So either I tell you things twice or I completely forget to tell you them at all. So dress casual and comfortable. San Francisco is not the place to break out your heels because they have a lot of hills. You want to wear a good walking shoe. Watch where you're exploring and partying. While my hostel seemed like it was in a really nice place, it was also close to a place called the Tenderloin, and I was told by both locals and the hostel staff you should just avoid that area. Apparently, it's as sketchy as the name sounds. San Francisco has some really nice streets and architecture, so sometimes when you walk down the street, you might not realize there are some sketchier characters. It's always important to try to do a little research about the areas and neighborhoods you'll be at on a trip. However, you can't always look up everything. In Los Angeles, I felt like it was easier to visually see the kind of streets you didn't want to walk down. However, with San Francisco, because everything looks so nice, it was a little bit harder to tell. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I don't even have the energy to eat breakfast right now. I don't have the energy to move to that, you know, cool backdrop over there so I can make that video and be like, hey guys, that part. No, I'm sitting like on the floor. That's about all. I'm gonna see if I can recharge a little bit with the fruit and breakfast and head out and see what I can do for day life. So I'll catch you guys later. Seriously? You're telling me I recorded another segment about partying? Okay, I'll save you the time on this one. Check out my Pride footage for some amazing fun videos on Pride so you don't have to see me here tearing up for the umpteenth time about how cathartic coming to San Francisco was. I come from a small town, blah blah blah. We don't really have protests, parades, or rallies, blah blah blah. Coming to San Francisco felt really amazing and relieving, blah blah blah. It felt like I had been holding my breath for so long, etc, etc. Yada yada. Cue the waterworks, which were 100% genuine at the time, but because we are keeping this video fun, we are closing off this video for real this time with me putting my lashes out of their misery. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.